Team R4UL, we are back again. What's happening, guys? It's your boy Raul TV, Team R4UL, your favorite YouTube mechanic, back again. And what I'm doing this time around is I've got a mini 65 plate 2015-16 Mini Cooper work. We're going to go ahead and replace the rear brake pads, and the sensor. I think I've done this before on a normal Mini, but not on a John Cooper Works. Okay, so let's go ahead. Rear brake pad replacement on a Mini. I keep on calling it BMW because I don't know why. When I see these, I think the BMW. They're not BMW, even though they use the BMW engines, drivetrain, and everything. Rear brake pad replacement, Mini Cooper, John Cooper Works. Let's do it. Okay, guys. First things first. What we're going to do is we're going to take this cover off, and we're going to go ahead and take the brake fluid cap off, which is here. I've took it off and everything. It lives under there. These little twist screws kind of thing, whatever they are. Take them off. And then you've got a little plastic 10mm here as well. Take that off as well. Right, okay. Okay, guys, after we've taken the cap off, we'll send the car up on the ramp. If you're doing it on the floor, make sure it's nice and safe. You don't want the car falling on you or anything like that. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I've took the wheel off. As you can see here, handbrake is off. Make sure the handbrake or the e-brake is off. What we do now is we're going to take the caliper off. I'm in the UK, and I'm going to do the driver side rear. Okay, it's exactly same on the passenger side rear, besides one thing. On the passenger side rear, there is no wear sensor. Make sure you replace the wear sensor every time you replace the brake pad, because these BMWs and these Minis, they have a little, I don't know, they tend to know if you replace the brake pads, right? So if it comes up on the dashboard saying that replace the brake pad, and you replace the brake pad, and you think, oh, the wear indicator looks all right, the wear sensor looks all right. No, we always renew the wear sensor. Right, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take the caliper off. So we've got 13mm spanner ratchet extension or socket ratchet extension, whatever you've got, and go ahead and take this one off counterclockwise, anti-clockwise, this one off, and the top one here. Take this off as well, anti-clockwise. Take that off, take this one off, and we'll go from there. Okay, guys, the principle of all brake pads is pretty much the same. I've done it hundreds of times on Raul TV. Go check them out if this video doesn't help you out. The other videos might help you out. So after we've taken this bolt off, the 13mm bolt, what we do is get a flat screwdriver and basically just pry it off. Brake pads might be stuck on if they're old or whatever, so you just might need to give them a little pry or give them a hit. Not the disc, not the rotor, the brake pad itself, because we're replacing the brake pads. Just give them a little, persuading with the hammer and a little screwdriver, and they should come off. Right, let's do that. Okay, guys, so there we have it. Obviously the brake pad was stuck on. I give it a little hit on the brake pad, they've come off. Throw them away. Right, you can give it a little clean out if you want. Make sure these sliders are nice and free. They are. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and wind this back in all the way, the caliper, using the brake wind back tool, and then we'll go from there. Right, guys, so as you can see there, I've got the brake wind back tool on. I know I have dirty hands, everything, I can't be asked putting gloves on. They just rip straight away when you try turning them and everything. So what I'm going to do is I've got this on there, and all we do is just turn it clockwise, okay, and obviously adjust that accordingly. Turn that backwards and turn that clockwise, push the piston or wind the piston back in, and then we'll go from there. Right, okay, guys, so I'm putting the new pads back on. Right, as you can see there, they're the pads. The inside one is very hard to show you guys, going around the inside and everything, so it's exactly the same. We'll put it on the outside, put the pad on the cutout there, okay, and then on the top cutout there, and boom, straight on. Okay, that's it. Take it off again, show you guys. If you want, my other method is if you go in an angle like this and then go like that, boom, that goes on like that. But the easiest way to do these, just put it on the bottom cutout first, okay, and then on the top one, okay, and then push it back, Make sure they're nice and free as well. You don't want them to be seized up or jamming up or anything. There we go. What we'll do is we'll readjust the caliper so it's touching. And for eagle-eyed viewers out there, there is no protrusion on these brake pads. Okay, I'll take it off to show you guys if you guys don't believe me. All right, okay. There you go. There is no protrusion on these brake pads. So what you do is you wind the caliper back out so it's touching, just about touching the brake pad. And that's it, you are good to go. Put some ceramic brake grease on there. I wouldn't recommend copper grease. I know most people, they use copper grease and what have you, but ceramic brake grease, I think that's the way to go. 1 second, let me get this back on. Yeah, I would recommend ceramic brake grease. I wouldn't recommend the copper grease, because that's what it's for. Ceramic brake grease is for that, and I'll be straight honest. Ever since I started using that, I've hardly had any cars coming back for like squeaky brakes or things like that. So anyway, I'm going to readjust that, wind that back out so it's just touching the brake pad, and then we'll get some grease on there, put it back on in reverse order, get the sensor on. We'll get to that in a minute. And we'll go from there. Let's go. Okay, so I've just readjusted that, wound it out a little bit so it is touching the brake pad slightly. Make sure, like I mentioned, make sure these are free. Another thing is, little top tip is, do not put grease or anything on it before you adjust it. Okay, adjust it first. Make sure it goes on nice and easy, because the last thing you want is you've got grease on there and you're adjusting it, moving it about, get it all over your hands, get it on the rotor, on the disc, then you got more trouble, right? So what we'll do is we will have some grease now. Some ceramic brake grease, bit there, a little bit on the inside here. You can put some on the actual caliper if you want. Well, okay, and now that this should just go straight on without no messing. I'm trying to do this with one hand, guys, so give me a break. There we go. We're on there. We're gonna get them 2 bolts on. Okay, and then we'll get the sensor on. Okay, but first things first, let's get this bolt on. Let's get this bolt on, the 13mm bolt. Let's do it. Right, okay guys, so as for the sensor, obviously it goes in there like that. That's the old one, obviously. don't you guys, slag me off for that. So anyway, what we do is we need to take it off these brackets. Just put a bit of WD-40 on it, or some grease or something, whatever you've got, oil. It just helps it a little bit, if you put it on the little brackets here. There you go, it comes off like that. Another one here, plastic bracket there, off there like that. We need to take this plastic 10mm screw off. Let's take that off, let's go. Right, so we need to take this plastic 10mm nut off. We'll take that off, and I'm pretty sure, in fact, if we can just move that out of the way, there's the connector there. Okay, but just to give us a little bit more, access to it, just take that little 10mm nut off, plastic nut, and then we can move the cover to a side. We can gain access to the connection. Right, let's go. Okay guys, so now we've got this cover out of the way. I've got my assistant here to give me a hand here, because then I can film, because I can't hold this, take this off and hold the camera. I need 3 hands. Okay, I'm not an alien or something like that. Like, I've got 3 hands, right? So we take that wire and plug off from there. So basically, as you can see there, you press it here, pull it off, and that's it. Let's replace it with a new one. Let's go. Right, there we go. Ta-da! The sensor is on. It just clicks in there. Right, everything else is on. We just have to put that one back on. I don't know where did I put that? I don't know, it's here. I thought I lost it then. Even if you lose it, it doesn't really matter. Come on guys, it's just a little thing. The cover stays on there anyway. Anyway, so put that back on. The sensor clicks onto the brake pad in there. Right, that's it. Let's get the wheel back on. And I'm going to show you guys how to reset it on the dashboard as well. Right, okay, let's do it. Okay guys, so that's it, all done and dusted. The brake pads are done, the rear brake pads that is. Sensors on, everything's on. All I'm going to do now is obviously recheck the brake fluid, put the cap back on, pump the brakes and everything, and that's it, you're good to go. Tighten the wheel up on the floor, make sure you double check the wheel on the floor. You don't want to go out, drive the car and the wheel comes off, right? Raoul TV, I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be sad, and yeah, not good. So what we do now is, yeah, after that is done, we're gonna have to reset it on the inside, on the dashboard. Okay, I'll show you guys how to do that, along with the service as well. I'm doing a service on this, but check my video out on how to replace the oil filters on a Mini. Pretty much the same. Okay, John Works Mini 1, Cooper S, pretty much the same. Okay guys, that's it. That's how we replace the brake pads, the rear brake pads on a Mini Cooper John Works edition 2016. Dead easy. I mean, there's nothing really to it. If everything comes off nice and easy, everything nice and free, you should do it within half an hour tops. Anyway, I hope this video helps you guys out. If it didn't help you guys out, I'm sorry, trying my best. Oh, just before I forget, make sure you pump the brakes, okay? Make sure you pump the brakes, okay? Put the cap and everything back on the brake fluid reservoir, and that's it, all done. Please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you guys.